Why is it important to forgive our younger self? Because I do believe there is some correlation between uh, presence, acceptance, to that kind of sense of regretment. So whenever you still feel that you have some regretment, you have something that you still try to forgive for your younger self, it's really important to reach that forgiveness point for your younger self, because I do believe that if you want to focusing on something, or if you want to live in the peace on the present moment, the one requirements to get into that point is acceptance, right? And based on my experience, I often like still regretting about why I spent too much time in the past not planning or not doing some actions about the things that I actually want to do right now. But day by day, I realize that it's just normal and it's okay for, especially, I mean, 5 years ago, I was still I can consider as a child. I mean, like, now I'm 20, so 5 years ago, I'm 15 years old, and still so many things that I couldn't really realize that it was matters, it was important. And I do this by research to like convincing myself that it was not a mistake and it should not be a regret. I do some research about it. I mean, like, sometimes I doing some research on Google, like, okay, what is the ideal age of what is it called, for a human brain to think clearly and to get their peak of wise, and to get their peak of critical thinking. And most of the articles say that during that age, I mean, like 15 years old, you will still not ready yet to think about many things. So the one thing that I can conclude from my younger self is that the things that I'm regretting on it, it's actually just natural. So if you're regretting on it, it was like you were getting angry with your younger self, but within your 5 years old self. So I hope you get my point. I mean, like, it's just not make sense, and it's okay. And maybe everyone who watch these videos can make the same research about your what is it called, how to forgive your younger self. Because if you just keep like saying it's okay just for convincing yourself, I don't think it will work. It works, but in case you want to like having some things that will convincing yourself to think that okay, it's okay to do this kind of mistakes in the past, maybe you can do the same thing as me, like doing some research. And because sometimes the mistakes that we made, it's just okay, it's just normal, but we think that we're the only one who did that. So sometimes it creates some sense of regretment. Okay, that's all.